For the last year, I've been walking with about 11 people that I'm getting ready to release, and I've been intentionally discipling them in the ways of Christ and how I know to follow the Lord, and equipping them with some tools for them to be able to go and do the same thing for someone else, to make disciples. And I've been in ministry for since I was 22, and I'm 47 now, so 25 years. And of all that time, this is the first time that I have intentionally took the time out to focus on making disciples. And certainly in that whole period of time, I've discipled a lot of people. I've discipled from the platform when I'm teaching the word, people that have just been in my life, and I've discipled them by the way that I live my life. This is the first time that I've really sat with the Lord and really been focused and taken the time to really pour into people. And I'm excited to release them, because I'm excited to see how the Lord is going to use them as I've gone on this journey with them, and really don't there's only so much you can pour into a person about what you know and how you know to follow the Lord. And then it's time for a person to go and make disciples. That's what Jesus wants us to do. So I've really thought about why is it so hard for us to do that, especially for people who are in it vocationally as I am, to do it on a full-time basis. We focus so much on winning people, and really it's the difference between adding and multiplication. And so we're trying to add people to the church, or add people, in this instance, even if you take the illustration out to a person who's not leading a church, it's easy for us to add people to our lives. And I think one of the reasons that it's a struggle for us to do the multiplication is because when I add, I'm adding people to my experience. And that adds value to my life. It adds significance. If I can add enough people and I can keep growing the number by adding more, I feel like I've accomplished something. But multiplication requires that I add my life to people. And that's a lot different. That requires a whole lot more of my bandwidth. And that is changing the focus much more to, I'm going to add you, or add myself to your life for a length of time, so that you can learn the rhythms that I use, and learn the disciplines that I've added to my life, so I can add my life to your life till you learn them, and then you go and add your life to somebody else. And so there's a whole lot more energy that is focused on adding myself to someone else, as opposed to, hey, no, come along and add your life to what I'm doing and what the Lord has called me to do. There's just two totally different things. And the adding a person to my life is much easier than adding my life to a person. And I'm excited about what is this going to look like down the road, because as these people go out and do the same thing for someone else, and they add their lives to someone else as a multiplier, as opposed to trying to add people to their own existence, then the potential of that is it's compounded, it's exponential as we look forward. In year 2, year 3, there's more of us doing it. And it's really if I have to be honest, the whole reason for me knowing the Lord is because somebody somewhere sat down and discipled someone, and they became a disciple-making disciple. And that was Jesus. And there were people who were good at it all the way back to the time of Christ. They picked it up from Christ. And it's so easy for us to get caught up in this addition. What it means to fulfill the Great Commission is adding people to the kingdom. But really what it means to fulfill the Great Commission is to multiply Jesus in someone else's life. And so Jesus gets multiplied in me, and then I go and intentionally teach somebody how to follow Christ, or follow me as I follow Christ. I love how Paul says it. Follow me as I follow Christ. And so that like, I'm excited about what the future holds. I don't know exactly what it's going to look like. It's kind of like having kids. I don't know exactly what my kids are going to do in life, but I'm walking with them, and I've been walking with them. And now, off in the future, my oldest is he's 15, he'll be 16 soon. And then it won't be very long that he'll be out on his own. And I hope one day to have grandkids, and that's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that. But right now I'm looking forward to, what are my spiritual grandkids going to look like? What are the people who I've intentionally spent time discipling as they go and make other disciples? What are those people going to be like? When am I going to get to meet them? When am I going to get the chance to celebrate those wins in their lives? So I think it's really important for us to kind of slow down and go, man, am I trying to add people to my life? Or am I trying to add my life to people as a multiplier? It's a powerful thought. It's totally kind of revolutionized the way I approach ministry and approach life, and really what it means to be a follower of Jesus.